I'm pleased to say that the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security has commenced its distribution of the 2025 old age pension books. This process is expected to continue into the new year and conclude on the 31st of January in a mass way. However, books will be available throughout the year as pensioners celebrate their 65th birthday. We sincerely apologize for the delay, but as you know, we did have an experience where unauthorized old age pension books were found in circulation, and we had to change the security feature on the book so that we can ensure that this process is transparent and accountable, and that the safety or security features on the book could not be copied by anyone out there to have a recurrence of this issue. I also want to let pensioners know that we have taken into account the fact that you are anxiously awaiting these books, and a commitment was given by me that the distribution will commence in December. We started that distribution very early in December at a few locations, and we will be going out in a major way in the days ahead before the Christmas holidays. This initiative of giving the pension book in the preceding year was started in 2021 because usually books would have been given in the actual year that the book was for. But we changed that system, and I wanted that system to change because I wanted pensioners to have their books well ahead of the year starting, and it was unavoidable that this time we are late. However, as you utilize the sites that have been identified for the distribution of the old age pension books, I want you to carefully check our schedules. Our schedules are on social media, or you can check the newspapers to ensure that you are going to the right location to collect your pension. That location will be closest to your home address. And when you get there, we are doing it in a very orderly fashion. We are asking people to sit as they come in rows, and we are going to move row by row so that the transaction can be seamless and quick. So pretty much you need to walk with your national ID. And when you have that ID, you can also bring along your old pension book. You go to the officer collects your ID, they find the label with your name that is stuck on the pension book, you sign and you receive your pension book. It is as simple as that. We are also merging the process of the registration for the $100,000 cash grant at most, if not all, of the pension sites. There will be a separate section for you to go and register for your $100,000 cash grant when you collect your 2025 old age pension book. I want to assure you that we have paid careful attention to your recommendations, and we are trying as much as possible to be within most communities at venues convenient and close to you so that you don't have to go very far to get your books. If perchance you miss the day of the distribution that is closest to you, then there will be another distribution at the next location where you can go and uplift your pension book. But we are advising that we are not going to have you go from one region to another to uplift your pension book. It must be done in the same region, and it must be done at your own location or your cluster location or the one closest to you. If, however, you would like not to have a book, and you know I'm advocating this, and you do have a bank account or you're desirous of opening one, then you can apply to have your pension deposited in your bank account. It will cost you nothing to have that deposited there, but the monies will be deposited in your bank account within the first 5 days of every month. And all you have to do is every quarter make a phone call to our number, and when you make that phone call, you have to present on video, on camera, your life certificate, and of course we'll see you, we'll be able to speak with you, and that is one of our forms of checks and balances to ensure that the whole program is an accountable one. I'm also encouraging you, if you're desirous, You can have your pension deposited to your MMG account, so you have your pension right in your hands through your phones as well. So these are some of the mechanisms to access your pension. If you want to have your pension in a bank, you're a new pensioner, then you don't need to have a book. Right away, your monies can be deposited in your bank account. If you want to apply for the process, there is a simple online process. You apply completely online. If you want to print the form and fill it up and take it into an office of ours, you can do that also. I also want to remind you that the post office is one of the venues where you can encash your pension, but we also have alternate venues where you can go to encash your pensions. These alternate venues encash pension vouchers every day of the month. This has also been something that was introduced in 2021. We also do shut-in delivery. A lot of persons are asking, if I am bedridden, I'm unable to go to a venue to encash my voucher or to uplift my pension book, what happens to me? There is a shut-in registry. You can do this online if you have a parent or someone elder or senior. Just go on our Facebook page. The link is there. Add the person's name, contact information, and address so that that person's pension book can be delivered to their home. At the same time that the pension book is delivered to their home, the $100,000 cash grant registration will happen there. I hope by sharing all of this information, I've allayed your concerns and I've answered a lot of the questions that you may be having with regards to the 2025 pension book. Once again, the process starts and it will continue. And this one is my personal appeal to you. All of the sites will resume every day at 8:30 a.m. The time, the startup time is at 8 a.m. at every site. I'm really, really appealing to you. Don't go at 5 and 6 a.m. We will be there all day up until 4:30 in the afternoon. We realistically cannot serve everyone at the same time. So you can come throughout the day, come a little bit before 8 a.m. so you can get your book and quickly move on with your day and have a good day. But don't go at 5 and 6 a.m. You can go from about 7:30 a.m. and you will still be served. And even if you come during the day, there will be provision to serve you. And as I said, most of the locations are open for not one day, but more than one day, based on the numbers of pensioners that we have to serve in those communities. I hope you really take my appeal to heart, because I really don't like to see when you sit and you wait so long and so many hours. Our officers will be working throughout the day, and just be a little patient, because as I said, everyone cannot be served at the same time. And please don't bring anyone who is bedridden or who cannot move to the sites. I prefer that you register them for shut-in services so that they're not inconvenienced. They don't have to wait. So don't bring them to the sites. We'll come home to them. The shut-in schedule will be communicated to you by the officers that serve your community, and they'll tell you when they're coming to your home. Thank you very much. God bless you, and let's make sure that the distribution process goes seamlessly, and have a wonderful holiday season.